Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the laws of KASHRUS by Rabbi Yamin Forst, and we're still in the Hagdama, the introduction to the halachas, to the laws of Meichali Akum, of the food that is cooked by the non-Jews. And he's describing why it is that there is such a mitzvah like this. And he says the following: Nimsa, we find Shekirvas Yisrael Umois, that when Klal Yisrael gets close to the nations of the world, Mazikin lahem ula'olam, it is damaging to the Jewish people and to the entire world. V'gam la'umas ha'olam atzma, even to the goyim themselves, are going to be damaged by the fact that the Jewish people are getting too close to them. Ki hem chaserim kahani Hashem hamadrichim oisam v'amirim lem ba'or Hashem, because the Jewish people then, when they assimilate and they get too close to the non-Jewish world, we lose our leaders, we lose the ones that are guiding us and directing us in the proper directions, and those that are me'irim lem ba'or Hashem, we're going to lose the light that is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that is to illuminate not just the life of the Jewish people, but to illuminate the entire world, and even the non-Jewish world benefits from this illumination. So when Klal Yisrael is assimilating, and Klal Yisrael is getting too close to the non-Jewish world, it is a tzara, it is a tragedy for the Jewish people, but in reality, he says, it's a tragedy for the entire universe. Al kain, therefore, tova HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'techunas umayis ha'olam. Hashem has implanted in the nature of the non-Jewish world, she'enam soivlim kervaseinu, they cannot handle when we get too close to them. When we begin to emulate their ways, and we begin to act like them, and we get close to them, the closer that we get to the goyim, the more that we imitate and emulate their ways, the more that we act like them and we assimilate into their culture. As much energy and effort as the Jewish people put into becoming like them, that will be the energy and the effort that the Goyim put into pushing us far away from them. Dugmas ma shekosav b'Torah, like it says in the Torah, v'ismakartem sham lo'ivecha, you have been estranged over there to your enemy, ve'ein kaina, and there's no one there to take care of you. Which means what? Mitzius kezoi. Klal Yisrael mizdam la'umais, when the Jewish people become like the nations, ein la kiyum ba'olam, they have no kiyum, they will not exist in this world. Ve'ein ateva soivla, and nature will not be able to withstand this. Mishum she'ein la bria tzarich v'tachlis ba. There will be no longer a purpose to have the Jew in the world who became assimilated and became like a non-Jew. Only when Klal Yisrael is pure, only when Klal Yisrael is living their life the way that the Torah sets out for us, only when we are following the directives of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, His Torah HaKadosha, then we are worthy of having in this world. But when we are nisnakrim, when we become estranged from our faith, when we begin acting like a nation that is not ours, when we begin chasing after the ideologies and the culture of the Goyish world that is around us, says Rav Forst, so you know what happens? HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, the Bria, the creation, which was created for Klal Yisrael HaKadoshim, can no longer be served, can no longer handle the Jewish people, and at that point is when the land of Israel, if we're there, begins to spit us out. That's when the nations will turn on us, Rahman al-Islam, with their anti-Semitism. That's when you will see the pogroms, and you will see Holocaust, and you will hear about inquisitions, and destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, and sending the Jews out into Gullus, and so on and so forth. All of that comes when we are getting too close to the non-Jewish world that we are living in. HaKadosh Baruch Hu made it that the nations cannot stand when we're getting too much like them, and therefore they automatically, it triggers a rebellion within them, and they will do what they can to push us out and to get rid of us, Rachmana Litzlan. And that is the backdrop. We're still not done with the Hakdam, the introduction, but this is the backdrop of why it's so critical that we're careful with the food that we eat, because if you're hanging around in Burger King or Denny's, or I don't know, California Pizza Kitchen, and you're eating your meal together with the non-Jews, and they cooked it for you, even though it would be kosher food, but they cooked it for you, and they did you a taiva, they did you a favor, we are concerned that we're going to become too much connected to the non-Jewish world, and we'll become like them, we'll look up to them, we'll try to mirror their lives, and at that point, they say, whoa, wait a second, you're Jews, and we are the non-Jewish world. You stay where you are, and we'll stay where we are. If you're trying to become like us, we'll do what we have to do to push you away, Rahmana Litzlan. To be continued. Have a wonderful day.